the Sci-Fi Invasion. I'm your host, Joey Hollywood, and I'm trying to get through all 50 movies in this 50 movie box set from Mill Creek. And before I get into the movie, if you were concerned about my lighting setup from the previous video, because my cats broke my lighting setup while I was filming, you can rest assured I fixed it. It's all fine. Just some things got knocked loose. I tightened it up. It's all good. Don't have to spend another $80 on lighting rigs. But today's movie was called Beyond the Moon from 1954. And guess what? It's another one of my childhood favorites, Rocky Jones Space Ranger. If you didn't watch the previous Rocky Jones video I did, I liked Rocky Jones a lot when I was a kid. Of the classic sci-fi heroes from the serial age, you know, Flash Gordon, Captain Video, all them, Rocky Jones was my favorite. Special effects I thought were some of the best parts. I think Flash Gordon had a few good things, but like the characters I liked a lot. And this is a Rocky Jones movie I've never seen, because this actually introduces all the major players of the Rocky Jones series. It opens up with Rocky and Winky, which is a horrible name, Winky. They land, they're about to go on shore leave, when the girl character, I think her name is Vera, I forget. I liked this a lot as a kid. I didn't like it enough to remember every aspect of it. But she's zooming by and she wants to talk to the chief, because the professor character, who's a main character in this series, he's turncoat. He's him and the little boy character, they've sided with the enemy. And she just can't believe it. He must be held against his will over there. He must be forced to declare that he's pulled a hunt for Red October. It's up to Rocky. Rocky, you know, voluntarily ends his shore leave to go get to the bottom of this. It's a TV show it's a series. Like every movie is just 3 episodes of the series, and this one in particular worked a lot better as a movie because it was one story. Typically the last episode usually is like vaguely connected to the first 2, but this one felt like a real movie, despite the fact that the beginning and ending of every episode was very apparent. But it sets up a lot of these characters. It sets up the villain character, the girl that's like a reoccurring villain. Sets her up she's like strangely attracted to Rocky Jones. Sets up the professor as this wacky guy the professor and the little boy is brainwashed in this one to think that they want to be in there, and this is about them figuring out that and trying to get them back to Earth. There's also a mole at Earth that is feeding the bad guys information. A lot of fun stuff in this. I can see why I liked it as a kid. The special effects are not great in this one though. Typically Rocky Jones has some pretty good special effects. Of the time, of course. What else? Oh, and then Rocky Jones is absurdly sexist to the girl character. He's like, oh, women don't need to be on my ship. I don't care if you're a navigator. Why don't you go in the back and knit me some clothes? And it's pretty funny too, because I don't feel like the movie really understood like what it was trying to do with that, because it sets it up like the girl is like, no, I can do anything a man can do. But then it can't figure out if like either she's incompetent or she is competent. It's like it cuts to her like knitting later. It's like, because I don't knit. I'm a navigator. And then it cuts to her knitting, and it's like, okay, what are you trying to communicate here movie or show? But it's a lot of fun. If you like 1950s, 1930s serials, Rocky Jones is the way to go. This one's a lot of fun. Definitely watch this one first. I'm a little annoyed that it was so later in the box set, and I saw other Rocky Jones movies ahead of it. But I think the Rocky Jones stuff is some of the highlights of this set. I had a blast with it. Do recommend. One of the better movies on the set. Don't have much to say beyond that. It's just fun. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember, please be kind and rewind.